Hello there, welcome to JonnyBuildz. I am your host, Johnny, and we are doing something a little bit different tonight. I tend to like doing things different. That's just the way it is, so here I am. So we are going to get started right away. This is, well, as it says, build your own. We are going to be building a big boy, and what is a big boy? Well, this is a big boy. So this is from what I discovered. Hey Vab, how you doing today? Good to see you. From what I discovered online, this is actually a Lepin set. But this is what Lepin has become. There's some JIE star, you know, they've renamed themselves, whatever, probably several times. But Lepin was the redheaded stepchild of the Lego world back in the day, probably like 15 years ago. And the quality of their stuff was really bad. So we're going to see, and I've never built a Lepin set, but I've heard the stories. So we're going to find out if this is any good, because everything seems to have gotten better over time. And I actually, while I was looking this up, I found a guy on YouTube that actually took this and put a power functions in it and made it work. So we're going to see how this goes. This is actually probably a similar model to what Playing with Echoes has done. So I have the box itself has been opened in the past, but the bags are sealed. They're solid. So that's how we're gonna do it. Ready? 3, 2, 1, boom! All right. So let's get the bags out. The way they do their bags is interesting. They number them 5 and 6. So 5 and 6 is here. We got 3 and 4 here, and then 1 and 2. So I guess 1 and 2 is first. Sorry, Pixie, you're gonna have to move. Sorry. Pixie hates moving. Pixie hates moving day. So some of the pieces they have free, and that's stuck on there. So we've got a bunch, and I think a lot of these are going to be used in the locomotive, so we're going to use those. And then they have their track too. And the track is comparable, and I definitely know it fits size-wise to Lego, but it's just straight track. So we'll have to see how this all goes. And we got a bunch of tubes that go along the edge of the locomotive and that thing. So I am knocking off figures over here left and right. So I'm going to get rid of this box as soon as I can. Keep those back there. We'll put the other two bags back in here. So this thing is 6 bags. It is 1,600 pieces. So it'll be interesting how this all goes. See how easy it is to open, or not. I don't want to... Ah, there we go. Not bad. Very loud. Sorry. Right. Pick up 2 of the figures that I dropped. Set them over there. All right. It's a restaurant. It is. Yes, it is a restaurant. That's right. All right. So let's see if they have. They got some interesting printing on them. And things in there. There's an antenna in there. It looks like. I haven't seen an antenna in a Lego. Well, I know it's not Lego, but in a set in forever. So that's kind of cool. That's like classic space style things. But here's the thing. This is bags 1 and 2, but they don't separate the 1 and the 2. It's just here's your thing. So I don't like that. I do like, and other sets have done this, that they separate the Technic pieces. That's cool. So I like that. So let's get the bigger pieces laid out here. Well, they sound like Lego. So let's see. No markings on there. Let's see how they go together. Yeah, good. We got some good, good grippy there. So, like I said, we'll see how this all goes, how this all plays out. Like I said, never done a Lepin set. Lepin was, I think you got to find the right side for opening this. There we go. Lepin was, like I said, the one that did the fake Lego. Like, they were the ones that coined the phrase or made the phrase exist, fake Lego, because it was such bad quality. Like they had some cool sets. In fact, one of the ones that I really would love to have is the frigate. They did a Nebulon B frigate that is huge, but it's Lepin, and I'm gonna actually move these down here so that I have some space and open them one by one, because there's a lot of pieces. So, but yeah, Lepin was Fago, exactly, yeah, and they were, and totally agree with that sentiment for the quality that they had. And again, I never built one because I knew the quality was bad. Lots of people I knew had done them or tried them, and they were like, no, bad. So I never did. But a lot of fake, quote-unquote, Lego has been coming out lately that is just as good, in some ways better, than Lego. And while Lego has been the standard forever, which is a good thing, they have forced other companies to step up their game and be different. And that's actually really good for us in the future, because hopefully that means Lego realizes and finds out that, like, uh-oh, other people are buying other stuff. They don't want the cheap stuff, or they don't want the stuff that used to be a knockoff. Now it's actually pretty good. And this is going to be interesting, because, like I said, there's a lot of... Ooh, we got red fire. Doo-doo-doo. I'm going to have pieces kind of all over here, but as we get building... I don't know. A lot of these pieces, these bigger pieces, I think are going to go first. So as that happens, I will slowly shove the pieces down and move them out of the way. So yeah, it's not so. I mean, like, so far my favorite is well, we'll see. I mean, like, the grip power seemed to be pretty decent. So we'll see. We will see. I'm not so sure anymore with anything. And my favorite of the non-Lego, I'm no longer calling it fake Lego, I'm calling it non-Lego. My favorite is, all right, so we got 2 stickers, well, 4 stickers really, 3. We got 2 Union Pacific and 1 Up. So put that over there. And this is cool. This is a handy little guide so that you can figure out your angles and stuff. So you don't have to guess. You can actually figure out the size you need based on what they say here. So you can say, oh, I need I need a 13 of these, because that's what it says, and then do it there. So, and I was right. We are going to be putting a whole bunch of these together. Whew. All right. So we're going to do the frame first, and we're going to do these one by one. So, whoop, see? That's snapping nice. So, good for them. Good for them. So the big boy is a big train. It truly is. So we will get to build a big train. And then 3 more of these smaller ones on the back. So how's everyone doing tonight? What did you have for dinner? I had queso fundido and beef taco, and beef. And it was really good. It's always good. It's great if I didn't have time, but if I did have time, it's great with like scoops or something like that. Really tasty. Oh, and they want us to keep going. So we do this, this, and this. So again, this is a very big train. So yeah, I had a good dinner, very tasty. Might come to bite me later because it is spicy a little bit. So we might be in the middle of this, all of a sudden I go, "Hurrah!" Hopefully not. Okay, 3 of these 1x6s, one 1x8. Are there darker ones? No, they're all the same color. I was just double checking, so. Yep. There we go. Alright. It is now solid. And that's fine. You can throw up on it. It's not yours, so. Alright, so they're gray. I don't think that's black. They're gray. Whoop. Nope, wrong spot. So it doesn't quite 100% snap with this, but it is definitely tight. So it's tight enough. Now is when I got to start looking back and forth at the different placements of pieces and find where they are. Because I do not know. Oh. So let's try this again. This goes back. This goes back. Did that a little bit wrong. Oops. Okay, that goes on. Okay, that makes more sense. My fault. I was silly. Okay, now are those brown or are they red? It looks like these are red. So this is probably where the fire is going to be for the engine. So there we go. We got some red. Yep. So we're going to take... They don't look very red, but we're going to take our red and put them in. And it made the whole train go, whee! There we go. We got our fire. Okay. More fire. Oh, just red. Ooh, what's everybody working on? Keeping busy with. Alright, so this is where I gotta start looking for pieces. The big pieces are now used. Now we gotta look for little tiny ones. Okay, there's our tinies. Food. Well, yeah. Aside from food, how's your big thing coming for Ultimate Brick Show? There, Veb. Ooh, that was my fault. Pushed it off. And 2 flames. So I take the flames and they go on top of the red. Or into the red. So we do 1. That's actually kind of cool. So that one goes that way. This one goes the other way. There we go. Alright. Ah. Well, alright. The fire goes into each other. So that's fine. And of course, you need your little window to see in where the fire is. So there we go. Oh, so you got the bases done. That's good. That's good. I mean, having the base done, that is obviously a good start. So I'm going to put these together. More of these 1x1s. 1x4. Oh man, we need 3 of these 1x1s per. So let's do that. It's definitely a scavenger hunt whenever you're doing something you've never done before. There. So the base, how big is the base again? How many plates we talking? And how long do you think it'll take you to set up? Because setup will be all day Friday, pretty much. A few more of these. Okay. 2 of these 6x1. That's not a 6. That's a 6. As my German teacher would say, 6. Oh, I see a hand. We have a hand here. We'll dump that in there in the fire because somebody got their hand stuck in there. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, 10 to 11, 3.5 deep. So should I with the tower? It's ever. Ah, okay, gotcha. Well, as long as you have your ladder ready, right? You'll be good to go. I'm assuming it's going on a table, right? It's not free standing on the floor, right? That's kind of how Hoth will be. I mean, how Hoth will be like several, like 4 or 5 hours, but gotten it down to a science almost. Hardest part is doing the what is it called? The base plates, and just getting them all together and configured. And now, because we have them, now doing the wiring and stuff. That's kind of a pain, but it's not so bad. Needed a table just for a Lego display. Special table just for Lego. And there's nothing wrong with that. All right. Ooh, we're already getting to the point where we're starting to bring things together. Interesting with this being all black, or at least partially all black. I'm sure it's hard to see for you guys, but we are building it. There are pieces going on. There's our fire. Oh, now we got to turn it around. Interesting. Okay. So what are they showing me? Oh, so they turned it around, but they make everything that got turned around just colorful so that you can see that you turned it around. You have to place a hole in the new table. Uh-oh. All right, so 15 is we put together a gearing. That's interesting. So they give you, okay, how long is that? 6? Yeah, it's a 6. That is a 6. All right, so we got, so we got these two. They don't give you step by step for everything. Some of it is just here. Do the thing. So I think, and this is classic, how you normally do like a transverse or whatever it is, transaxle. So. Okay, a little bit of orange. Let's move this over so that it's more even. Seems like they have these separated a little bit, like per step. Like it's like I'm mostly over here for this step currently, aside from these 1x1s, but everything else has been like over here. Or I just luckily got the got it separated properly. Gotta keep it separated. Okay, so that goes long ways here, right on the edge. Wait, where did you come from? Oh, they did put those in there. All right, hold on. I'm gonna go back. Oh, okay. Missed those. All right, so we gotta put in our, for the train wheels, we gotta put those in. This is from the front. That guy gets it. One, two, three. This guy gets it. And this last one. Wait, no. 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 I was wrong. This guy gets it. This guy does. And that's the 6. And then the end here gets it as well. Hopefully I did those right. Middle, front, back. Middle, front, back. And dropped a tiny piece. All right. One more axle piece. Middle, front, back. Now we're caught up. All right. So this guy goes here. Now we got to build 2 of the same things here. This is all interior stuff, so it's going to be colorful, at least somewhat. So, tonight, is the night that at least oh, a surprise. Well, we'll have to see if we can discover what that surprise is. So tonight is the night that at least our Lego store, I don't know how many others, but our Lego store is actually having a midnight sale, not sale, but a midnight selling of the releasing sets for October 1st. So midnight, the store opens, and people that have signed up, certain people can get in. So it's like, that's kind of cool. I'm not doing it, but that's kind of cool. What I'm curious about is how many people are going to buy the Death Star. Okay, so we're going to do another. These. But I have a feeling most of the other things are going to be going pretty quickly, such as, yeah, the Death Slice. The Death Slice indeed. So that's happening tonight at midnight, and they had to, I don't think it's a lottery, but you had to sign up, and the sign-ups all went out. See, here's the funny thing. So I have to put this together first, and then they're like, here, now put this in with the gearing. Well, I could have done those first. At least it's not with a herring. That would suck. Okay. Their instructions definitely leave a little bit to be desired. So, yeah, it is a bit backwards, I agree. So, but good enough. Good enough. We're doing all the gearing, or the initial gearing and stuff, to be covered up so you don't see it. So we can make the train wheels go. Okay, we did that, and now we need 2 more black 1x4s. Hello, baby sis. Good to see you. How are you doing tonight? What did you have for dinner? Oh yeah, I know, no sets for you. I know you are quite busy with your current iteration that you are building, so totally get that. And nothing wrong with that either. How are you doing, baby sis? What's shaking? Protein shake, haha. I mean, if that's what you want, that's what you want. That's Lego. Keep that over there. No, stay away. Okay, just making sure. All right, where was I? Here I am. Here I am. Haha. So, yeah. Ooh, Nintendo got half. So computer and Nintendo are half and half. So that goes on the back. Whoa, alright, so we're doing some big, how's this work? Oh, okay. So we're gonna take 2 blacks and a gray. So we're gonna secure these things. Yeah, I did, but I didn't care. I went with kind of the classic things. PlayStation and Nintendo were definitely way before the Xbox, or if you watch the one Ronnie, it's Xbox. So So yeah, I was because I mean, like, again, I was raised in Sega, Nintendo, computers, and then PlayStation was next. Like, so like, and I can only put 4 things. So why would you pick Xbox? Just out of curiosity. I'm not a huge fan of the Xbox. My favorite and only real game that I played was Halo, and that was always fun over my friend Dave's house. Wrong one. There we go. But yeah, Halo was, yeah. That's all I ever got a chance to play. I was a Nintendo guy through and through, so I was always like N64, the whatever it's called, GameCube, the Wii. Never got the Wii. I never got the Wii U. Just yeah, didn't have all that much time to play. All right, so we're gonna put this on top. There we go. All the way down. It should be right at the end. Yep. All right, so let's solidify this a bit. Wait, that doesn't work. This back one here. Oh, I see. Oops. Start over. Boo boo. Nope, just kidding. Actually, I can pretty much lift that up. There we go. Oh yeah, but that was one thing that I've always loved most about Nintendo was their gameplay. Even though their graphics weren't always the best, like they started off being, first, number one, and then even though their graphics weren't the best, the games that they had, the gameplay for them was good, and that's what I went for. I mean, graphics are all good and all, but nowadays you can have both. So. Oh, really? Yeah. Well, that when you're adding another player, it's all that, like, don't they have to do, like, the Game Pass stuff and things like that? Or, like, that is the thing that they've been doing or whatever, so you have to figure all that out. What do we got here? Those are 8s, not these long ones. 8. Is it Game Pass? I can't remember who has what. Xbox, I think, is Xbox Live. I think. Think. Those are off by 1? Yep, they are. All right. Oh yeah, and that one's interesting too, because apparently the next iteration of the remake is only going to Switch, I think, or only going to PlayStation. One of the two. Like, people are up in arms about it. Because Rebirth is the next iteration of that. Goes beside. Okay, good. This goes across. That's annoying. See, why would they do that? Why would they do that? And 1x1s. These last 2 black 1x1s. There we go. Okay, all right. So yeah, the piece quality is definitely not as good as Lumibrix is. So I will say that right now. It's all right. It does stick together. Like, you still have to, like, have effort to pull it apart. But the brick quality itself is not Lego standard, and it's definitely not Lumi brick standard. And not Mattel either. The one set I did from Mattel, I want to get another one. But the one Mattel set that I did, really good quality. Everything of it was really good quality. This leaves some to be desired, but hey, we're trying it out. Yeah, definitely is not 100%. Yep, PC is good. That's what I have, so yeah. Alright, so we need, is it dark gray or black? Or light gray? Which one? So we have two. These are the same size. I think it's light gray. Guess we will find out, won't we? Oh, it is hard to see the lines of separation here. There's one. There's one. Okay. Okay, right now we are building just a big box. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 2, 10. Okay. Brick, brick, brick. Brick, brick, brick. Yes. Alright, so we are going to... When did that go on? All the way back. Holy crap. Way back here? Oh, I never saw that go on. Just kind of hangs out there. Alright. That goes right there. Okay, so now we're back to the front a little bit. I'm gonna move these pieces down here. This is the part we're working on. Yeah, it's not 100% great, so. Definitely need a drink. Definitely. All right, so this side. I got these pieces back here. Hold on, let me dig them out and bring them around to the front. There we go. Doo-doo. What am I looking for? Alright, so looking for a needle nose piece. Not sure what this piece technically is called, but Gigabyte 3307. What's a master? See, that doesn't make sense to me. I know what a TI is, but what's a master? What is it? Yes, my lord. They're all black pieces, so right, let's do. Are they? They're all gray. Yeah, hard to tell with their color scheme. Because I don't see any like this that are black. But I don't see any of those other things that are dark gray either. Am I blind? I must be. I must be. Huh, I am not seeing any of the pieces, the specialty pieces that should be here. They should be right here, like in this pile. They're little hook things. They're kind of like this, except they're a 2x1 that has the hook sticking up. And I need 2 of them. I'm probably looking right at them and I can't see them. See these other pieces here. Those aren't the ones that I need. Interesting. Yay for lippin'? So. There. See if they're under the track. Does not appear to be. Train is a coming. Not in the bags. Not that I see. Woo, bags go flying. Huh. It appears I am missing a couple pieces. I know I've said that about Lego before, but I've never had anything missing in Lego. But this is not Lego, so let me just go through them one by one. Holy cow, I can't believe I have to do this. I cannot see the... I do not see those pieces. Interesting. I do believe it's gray though, like dark gray, because I have all these other pieces over here. See, that was a good snap. So I'm going to build the rest of these little doohickeys that are supposed to be here. Definitely gray. And then, I don't know, these are supposed to go like on the end here and have a little hook. Oh, so here's, only one of them has the hook. So there's only one piece that has the hook. So I was looking for 2. But only one of them has the hook. So that's even tougher to find, especially if it's not in there. So let me build the other one, put it where it's supposed to be. Yeah, I don't see a 2x1. See, I see one more 2x1. That is a dark gray. but I don't see one. This one goes there. I don't see one that is like supposed to be have a hook on it. Like I said, I might be completely blind, but I don't think I'm that bad. Getting old, but not that old. And I see other specialty pieces that are 2x1s that have other things, but none of them have a hook. That's this dark gray color. So they have one more dark gray hanging out there, so we'll put it in there so it's the right fit. So away we go. Don't know how you can hook whatever it is if you don't have a have it. You know what I mean, Vern? Yep. Well, their quality is definitely below the Mattel and the Mattel and the Lumi bricks, because they have definitely stepped it up. Okay, so I do put a little 1x1 circle thing here, and then a grabby arm. I like calling them grabby arms. Grabby arm there. All right. So I only have these in dark in the dark gray. I don't see any black ones. So oh, get on there. Well, let's do it this way. I haven't seen Airplane in forever, and I just saw that I can stream it on YouTube with ads, and so I'm going to do that because it's like woohoo! I haven't seen that in forever. Oh, those are. I'm gonna take all this off. Keeps looking like it's black, but it's not. It's this dark gray. So, dark gray. YouTube, come on. Dark gray. Okay. That needs to come off and be dark gray. Dark gray looks a lot like black, but yeah, so I haven't seen Airplane in forever. It's such a good movie, so I will be watching it some point soon. Yep, he was good. He was the best. He was the deadpan master. He definitely was. Oh, see that 1x2 goes up here now with in between these things. Did it fall in amongst these pieces I have over here? I don't see it over here. I think they might have forgot it, but I may find it. So here we go. We got a gap. It's all right. 2 black 1x4s. If I find it while I'm working, well, so be it. I'll throw it in. Where it's supposed to be. All right, so here we go. We're gonna put some gold accent things. It's supposed to be like indicators or dials or whatever. and then one silver and silver antenna thing that's supposed to be like a shifter or whatever. If it goes in, there we go. And where do you go? Oh, you go beside. So they're both beside each other. Oh, see, this is silly. This is hard to put in. Like, why would they do that? I have to put it onto this snot brick hole. Okay, and then I gotta do the black one next with a silvery handle. Oh yeah, they would be. They would be so offended. And that's part of the fun, yeah, definitely. Another. Sorry, I gotta try to get this. Go on the stud. You stud. Oh, come on, man. There we go. Rotate you around a little bit. There we go. All right. So, 2 control arms right there for the train. All right. Oh, and the hand. So this hand, I guess, is the brake. The little hand, wherever it is supposed to go on that little hook or that little thing. But this is like supposed to be like the brake or whatever that's right beside here. But we don't have that hook thing. There's no idea where it went, so I can't put the hand on there. This will be incomplete. You know, unless I find that hook, but I have no idea where it would have gone. It definitely didn't go over here. Unless it fell off. I don't think it did. Oh. All right, next page. All right, we're gonna do some windows. Not sure which way the windows exactly go, but looks like they go this way though. And ooh, what are we putting on? Ah, so we got this, and we have a little 1x1. This is the little gauge to say how the temperature is. That goes up top here. You got to know how hot your steam engine is, because if you don't know, well, bad things can happen, right? And then that goes in there. So the gun goes in here as like, oh, that goes into the arm. So the arm, okay, so the arm goes different than I thought. So the arm is here. So the arm goes onto there, and then this whole thing goes up in here somehow. No, it doesn't work. Oh, it just goes upside down that way. Oops. I was thinking it went the other way. My bad. It's hard to see. All right, so there we go. Brake. Partially functioning brake. It's not fully functional. All right, now we do a red lever, because this is like the emergency lever. And it sticks out. here. Okay, there's the red lever. And we have our wheel. And then we have black, and where's the black one by one? I just had it, there it is. And we put in our seat. So there we go. That looks pretty cool though. So the seat works right there. Can't quite reach everything, but it's close. All right, so this is bag one. Well, yeah, bags one. And now we're on to bag two, so there we go. Pretty cool. All right, let's do more stuff. Oh wow, what a waste of pieces. All right, let's get these first. Yeah, most unfortunately that, well, Gen Z is a little bit better than millennials, I think, overall. Millennials are the ones that really had the issues. I think Gen Z is starting to come around and be like, oh wait, old stuff is not so bad. Oh my word, that does not want to go in there. There we go. Definitely lots to be desired. All right. I don't know why they didn't just use two 1x1 whatchamacallits for this. Instead of one 1x1 brick and then 3 plates. It's kind of silly. Well, Gen X is my age, like 80s. That's Gen X. Though people say it's not, it is. Then Gen Y, I guess millennials was the people going in. See, that's the thing. I think people have different definitions, whether it was you were born in the millennial or in the millennium, or you know how it works. Kimberly, you were Gen Y, I believe. Or however that works. There you go. Another gauge thing. All right, more windows. Lots of windows. All the windows. Oh, 85 is the in-between. Well, that's... There it is. It was hiding. There it is. I found it. So all this stuff has to come off. Actually, that shouldn't be too hard, because I can just get to this right there. It was hiding. I just couldn't find it. All right, we'll put the hand. How does that hand go on there? I gotta see. Yeah, it's a hand brake. Literally a hand brake. Whoops, I have it upside down. But yeah, so there we go. The hand brake is there. So, all right, found it. No missing pieces. Gen Goonies? I haven't heard that one, but I don't pay attention to most of that kind of stuff anyway, like naming conventions and stuff. I have no clue. Never heard of that. So I did get this at auction, so that's why. So I got this for pretty darn cheap. I think it was only like 30 bucks. It's more expensive. I mean, like 1,600 pieces for 30 bucks. I'd say it's pretty good. Even if the quality is not the best, it's okay. Gives us something to, hey you guys. That's the electric company, I believe. See, I was not like my wife is a fan of the Goonies, and there is a Goonies Lego set coming out. I don't know how they're going to screw it up, but I know they will. But I was not a big Goonies fan. I don't know why. Just was not my thing. Yep, it just was not my thing. So. Yeah, I don't know why. Alright, so this goes. Oh, hey, you guys, those electric companies. See, that's exactly it. That's what I remember is the electric company. For you, it was Sloth from Goonies, see? That's how that works. Because every time the electric company started, that's what it started off with, hey, you guys. Now, maybe it was because, but I think electric company was before Goonies, or maybe around the same time. I don't know. All right, one by one. There you are. Oh, well. Whatever works, I guess, huh? Again, I'm not all about any naming conventions, so. I mean, some people will wear that as a badge of honor, so there you go. You know? I just don't pay attention to labels that much. I know I'm a Gen X, or as the Pepsi commercials went, Gen Next, because it was the next generation. So, all right, let's build a roof. See how this goes on. And let's see, we've got, there we go. And the opposite one should be around here somewhere. There it is. Jason says Goonies. Oh, I mean, Gen X was, I think it was like late 70s to the early to mid 80s. So, frankly, it's however you feel, I guess. I mean, like, okay, be a Gen Xer. Everyone has their opinion about it anyway, so like who's to say one person's wrong and one person's right? So like who is the one that is in charge? The official person that says, "Hey, this is what it is," you know? Stop being so silly. Oh shoot. How did that happen? Oh, okay. Why does that not line up? Now I understand. So. Oh, Teen Titans have done parodies of everything. They are so good. As far as that stuff goes, like they've done not even just parodies, but they've been like made fun of, like, oh hey, you know, this is what happens if you're a corporate, you know, whatever, oligarch and stuff, and like how do you know if someone's a bank robber, and like they've done all kinds of things. Like they're very very pop culture minded, and yeah, they're good stuff. Had to take that apart and move it back a little bit. You never saw Electric Company? Yeah, it wasn't around much in the 80s. It was like late 70s, early 80s. So. They always had, the Electric Company always had Spider-Man. Like they had like a live-action Spider-Man thing, which was always fun. Like it was cheesy and such, but it was fun. That's what I mostly remember about the Electric Company. And like whenever he would use his web, it was just a rope. So like they would show him doing the thing, and then like this rope would just come out, you know, and he would be off screen because someone threw the rope. But you know, you're a kid, you don't know the difference at the time. You're just like, ah! All right, one more. Where's this piece? There it is. I was looking right at it and couldn't see it. All right, so this goes right on here. So let's... Ooh, that snapped on nice. Hopefully nothing broke. Sort of. There we go. Sort of. So one side is down, the other side is not. There we go. All right, had to slip that in there. There we go. It looks like a rear of a train car. To make up stuff. Yeah. That's, you know, that was back in the day though. So like they weren't taking your money then because you weren't old enough. So. Alright, lots and lots of pieces to go on this because we're going to start covering the top. Okay, it's a regular flat, not that. Or is it? It is. Regular flat 1x2. We got some glowy, or we got some sparkly silver pieces too, so I gotta watch those. 2, 3. Let's move this train down towards you. There we go, so you can see better. All right. But yeah, that's, I mean, like, you got to remember too the technology of the time and how they, you know, how they were able to make things work and be believable. So like, you know, that's they used what they had. You know, I mean, like a lot of the stuff was like was cutting edge because they were figuring things out, and like same with like Sesame Street and stuff, like Jim Henson, like the Muppets and stuff. A lot of that was figuring out in the precursor to animatronics and stuff. So I mean, like, you had to have that first, and that's what we had. So it was like, whoa, this is cool. I believe one of those. Let me see something back here. Those are all black. So I'm trying to figure out, I have a, oh, there's this. I wonder if I used the wrong one somewhere. Back here. So none of that was used on the bottom. And again, the coloring is really hard to differentiate, so those are both black. So is that dark gray? No, that's an 8. So what did I do wrong? Hold on. Gotta go back. Baby, come back. There. I'm all the way back because I got a gray plate when it should be black. Trying to see where it would have gone or should have gone on. See, that's not showing dark gray. Maybe it was supposed to be, but it doesn't show dark gray. It shows black, just like the rest of this, and this is going in there. So, yeah, absolutely, yeah. The intro stuff to, like, what Dark Crystal was going to be and stuff like that. Is there another place that the... Sorry, I need to look because the coloring on this is difficult. Well, that looks really cool. Ooh, that's a silvery. So we have an extra, so we have one of these, but it should be black. And I don't have another place that it went on. I just went through all of this. And the only other place that a black 6x4 went on was back here. But none of this is, none of that is, that was all black. And it says 4x6, but that is definitely black. So, or it's the same color as everything else, and then this one is the gray. Might supposed to be dark gray. Again, I don't know. It's hard to tell. So, all right. Well, that's really bothersome. Those are definitely dark. That should be lighter. So that's correct. Okay. But still, Lepin. Oh, you know what? Maybe they're all supposed to be not black. Those are supposed to be dark gray. Yeah, if that's the case, yeah. All right, so. Because I do have these dark gray ones, so maybe that's what it is. So let's... Train losing its roof. So that one's correct. Let's see what we can do here. more sense, I think. So let's transfer these things. The pieces definitely come off, not too bad, but oh no, Lego has touched Lepin. Ugh, that doesn't want to come off. This goes there. Like I said, the coloring on the instructions is not the best, so it's hard to tell whether it was black or dark gray. So apparently it is dark gray. So I only have one of the things. So. Makes sense, and I'm sure we'll use the black for something else. All right, there we go. There. Ooh, Fox's Pizza. Good stuff. I haven't had it in a while, but it's one of my favorites. Ooh. Oh, I thought I broke it. Nope. It's a 3x2. I thought I did for a second there, though. I was like, ooh, ooh. Oh, nope. Your actual Lego. Go over there. Alright, so those go back over there. That's probably for the base. Would make sense. Because this thing being a big boy, this is a very interesting train. Because the way it works is, and this is a real thing, the train itself pivots off its wheels. So like the wheels would be going on the tracks and this thing turns like this. It's really interesting and unique. So that's why it's called a big boy. Because it is rather large. The launch. And now the large. Now for something completely different. There we go. Okay, so that makes more sense. So now we got two of these. Ooh. Don't want to move those. We'll put these on. There. All right. All that work for nothing. No. All right. So now we've got some shinies. These are nice shiny pieces. They go on the front. Silvery pieces, but in this case we call them shinies. Shiny. So we're going to do that 3 more times. Here. Pizza Hut I used to. I mean, like, I haven't been there in quite a while. There's just much better, I think. Whoop. We have light gray, dark gray, and black of these. It's so funny. So I gotta make sure I do the right ones. Pizza Hut, I think, like Domino's used to be like cardboard, but they've gotten better, I think. Whereas Pizza Hut, I mean, I haven't had them in a while, but I think they've kind of fallen. But there's so many, like I prefer for a lot of food anymore, instead of chain as much as possible, I like to eat, you know, the local cuisine. And there are some really good pizza places out there from families that know what they're doing, you know. So Yeah, I think personally, Domino's has gotten a little bit better. Papa John's I still like. I think they're pretty good. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. Pizza Joe's is still one of my favorites. Their vegetable pizza, fantastic, so good. And then, but then there's like places that do like again that are family run. That their pizza is so good. Really, it just hangs off of there. All right. I don't like that, but oh well. So, Tree of War. What are you talking about? Who's unsubbing from you? Well, if you haven't uploaded in a while, that's your foot. No, I'm kidding. Why do you think people are unsubbing? Though I have to say, like I noticed that, and I think YouTube goes through and like finds people and is like, oh, you haven't done anything in a while. Not the creator, but like it sees people haven't really been on to watch anything, so it just considers them a bot or something and gets rid of them. Like my subs just keep staying in the same area and going up and down a little bit. It's really weird. Aw, that stinks. That's kind of like mine. I'm still stuck at like 954. Or not 954, 944. So it's like and this is 6 times, right? Yeah. So anyway, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in as always. We should work together and get some subs. I don't know, this is a different kind of build than I normally do, so I mean, normally I'm doing Lego, sure, but I like to give the little guys a chance and prove to me that you're good stuff. So, oh, a creative block. Creative blocks are the worst. And I don't know the best way. I mean, like, everybody has their way. But I don't know the best way. Like, how do you explain to someone, like, here, this is the best way to get rid of, you know, that block, you know, because everybody's different. I think a lot of times you need to step away just a little bit and try something, you know, something different, something you've never done before. Whether you look at what other people have done and been like, hey, you know, I'll try that, or you know, something along those lines. So, hey, you are good to see you. How are you? Yeah, you haven't done a stream in forever, Vav. You're another one, and I know you're busy. You got things going on. Blah 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 blah. Okay, those all got on there, and now we're doing this. So the big boy is coming along. I was thinking I'd be able to get this finished next week, but it looks like it's going to take longer than that, but that's okay. All right, some of these are gray, some of these are black. Okay, these look like they're dark gray. Right there. Is that where it's supposed to go? Looks like it because of the gap. Stand in the gap. Well, it's good to see everybody tuning in. Really appreciate that, as always. That's 2, excuse me, 2 dark gray. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get this one off because I put the wrong. Again, it's hard to see with the way they're the way they have their instructions. It's hard to see the coloring sometimes and where the gaps are. So I tried to do that a couple times. There's that. And the other 4, and then this. Okay. And 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I hope everyone is having a good night. Vote on the poll just for funsies. And what did you have for dinner? If you had dinner. I'm sure everyone has had the chance now. Oh, and those got to get filled in. So light gray goes down here. 1 and 1. And 2 of those. Chicken and bacon. That sounds amazing. I'm jealous. Oh, nice. I love gyro kits because you can just put as much gyro meat as you want. It's so good. All right, so here's where we're putting the shinies on. So we got some shiny, shiny metal color here. With 2 more shinies. I do like the fact that they used that. Makes it look neat. Ooh, come back. Don't fall. So we're getting all the top stuff done. And we've got how many of those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These go on the sides here. Buffalo chicken calzone. Ooh, that sounds good. What? How? Wait. You are. Come on. Be reasonable. No ice cream? No way. No one believes it. No one believes it. Ramen for lunch. Real ramen, right? Not like the stuff that you get in the... I love how they call that in the... does that not get covered? No, apparently not. You just put those over top. They're like, here, just put them on top. Like, just cover over that. Pretend it's not there. Pretend that gap is not there. I'm double checking to make sure I didn't miss something. 4, do. Yeah, no. Nope. They're just like, here, cover over this. Pretend the gap doesn't exist. It'll be fine. Then you put this right in the middle. Also to cover it up. Yeah. Alright, black goes there. And then dark gray in the middle, I think. Yes. And same thing up here. Black goes along. It sounds fun. Your own chicken meat. That almost sounds like it's like a fake thing. Chicken meat. I'm sure it's really good, but it just sounds kind of funny. Ah, we got more shinies. There we go. Looking cool. All right, so now we got these orange. Oh, and we got our barrels, our empty barrels. This is our smokestacks. So, oh, I gotcha. That makes sense. Organic from the store. And that forces those up. I have one more. Where is it? Where is it? Ooh, so I gotta put this in the middle. Ah, there, I got it. I was surprised. Did not think I would do that very well. And one more upside down, or right side up. slanty thing, and I do not see it. Do not. Oh, it goes on that side because the other side. That's why I don't see it, because there is only one more. That goes there, and then these other orange ones go over here. So. I mean, that would be the most fresh and organic if that's what you did. You know, totally. And some people do. So you know. I think UR would be sad if she did that to her chickens. She'd be like, no. Her chickens are family. Okay. Ooh, we get to put on. All right, now we're starting to close the gaps here. We're gonna make this train. Smoking chicken. Your chickaboos. All right, so these things all get. Ooh, okay. So we're making them. Oh, this is so the tubies. These long tubes I have over here are gonna go through these. Oh, really? Ah, all right, cool. So you're a planner. You like to plan that kind of stuff out. I just start building a lot of times. But yeah, you start planning a Lego city, that's, you know, we better see some results. So have you never done a Lego city? Or I mean, like as a kid, you did a Lego city? It's scenery art, I see. Okay. Man. There we go. It actually has good grip power. It does not want to go all the way in for some of these. Well, we're almost done with these pieces. Oh, I see. I gotcha. Okay, cool. Hey, everybody. Good to see you. Hope you're having fun. We are getting close to the end of bag 2 on this thing. Well, see, that's where you can get unique with stuff. Oh, man. That does not want to go in there. There we go. Man. It's like Technic. It had to go straight or it wasn't going to go in. That was funny. Some of these are tough. Some of these have really, really good grip. And then some of them don't have quite as good. Oh, jeez. There's another one. So yeah, that's a cool idea. Definitely do that. Get in your home. I don't know. Oh, see, that's all right. So, yeah, I don't know. He streams whenever, and yeah. So, hi everybody, if that's where you're coming from. The big boy is almost done with bag number 2, and it's looking pretty cool, as you can see. All right. Cat hair. All right, lots of smooth pieces going on. We'll be finishing this out, it looks like, pretty quickly. A lot of vent pieces. Yeah. So far, been an interesting build. The coloring of the I almost said menu. The coloring of the instructions leaves a lot to be desired. It's not the best, but grippiness is pretty good. So yeah. Hey Greg, favorite Adam Sandler movie? Good question. Favorite Adam Sandler movie? Probably The Wedding Singer. I like The Wedding Singer. I think it's really good. All right. Well, I'm probably not going to make it to the Lego store tomorrow, but and in fact, our Lego store is having specials tonight. Apparently, they're doing a midnight release party type thing, so that's pretty cool. All right, that goes there. And this is our, I guess, is our Steam outlets. They're gold, which is kind of cool. There we go. There we go. What else do I got? Ooh, I got to put those on. There's 4 of these. And they go in here, which is kind of cool. That's a neat way to do whatever this thing is. I'm not sure. So, Waterboy all the way. Waterboy's fun, but I don't know. I get annoyed with it. So, where his whole family dies, Mr. Deeds, when his whole family was dead, something like that. I can't remember. The gray cheese wheel. I posted it. I saw it in the wild, and I was not impressed. All right, double check, make sure I did everything. I don't think these get used yet. It's kind of just chilling. Oh no, they do get used. So they go on the back here. Doesn't he ride around? No, Billy Madison is when he rides around on the scooter, right? Or Click. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And pause, because I'm done. I have an extra flame. That's okay. So this is what we have so far of the... We got some shiny pieces. Not quite straight, but that's all right. So this is the big boy. As you can see, it is a big boy. It is a big train. And it tends to... It actually kind of moves independently of the wheels under it. Wheels? They're not really wheels. But like they'll go along the track, and he'll kind of like be out here. So like it's pretty different, pretty unique, the way he's designed. So checkers and rallies for dare. Nice. This is minifig scale. This is absolutely minifig scale. You've got a, oops, I made that fall off, but it's not really on there very good. It doesn't have a rotate, but that's a minifig scale. And this isn't Lego, by the way. This is Lepin, but it's the same size. So if I took a minifigure, I'll take my whatever he's called, Fallout dude. Yeah, that's minifig scale. He could go in here and do all the things with all the levers and stuff. So see the inside, it has like the gauges and stuff like that. So pretty cool. It's Lepin, so it has some things to be desired. So we got a little bit of time, it looks like. What to do? Oh, I know. How about I build the Game Boy? Reign Over Me? I don't know. I don't know which one that one is. Let's build. Now, I don't have all the pieces. My wife found this online somewhere. And it's like a mini Game Boy version. Or a mini version of the Game Boy, however you want to say it. So we're going to build that. Okay. So let's do that. Let's do the needful. And because I don't have all the pieces, I'm missing a few that are very specific, specialized pieces. Because of that, it's going to look a little goofy. The colors are going to be not perfect, but that's okay. Kind of part of the fun. So, okay, that's supposed to go there, but I don't have anything to hold that there. I could put that. Yeah, we'll do that for now. Okay. So we got that. Put this on there. Happy Gilmore? Was it Happy Gilmore? So that goes here. And then these two go here. This is where the we're gonna do this. We're gonna put the black one here. Put this in between. And start reversing everything this way. Okay. That's all we need for that for right now. So his family died in 9/11. So I'm not sure of that one. I don't know that one. Should be big enough. Okay, so I got to put a couple more pieces on in order to make this work. Like I said, I'm missing a couple pieces. There should be, instead of this with the hole, there should be a, because this is supposed to go through it. There should be a plus, 2 plus pieces, but I don't have those, so I'm gonna have to improvise with this. I can't keep it up there, but that's the control pad. So I'll take that out for now. So, all right. Is that enough? Let's find out. I think I might have to go one more. Oh, nope, that'll fit. Okay. So that goes there. Let's put that there. And this goes through to be like the control thing. So there we go. So it's not, like I said, it's not perfect, but there we go. I built a Game Boy before it comes out tomorrow. A little tiny Game Boy. So it's got the little buttons on the side. Pretend those are white. Buttons here, control stick here, the screen, on off over there. This is volume control. So yeah, there we go. So build a little tiny Game Boy. Yeah, I'm hearing about that that movie. So the George Clooney, Adam Sandler one. So that should be good. So yeah, so there we go. I built a tiny Game Boy. There we go. All right, so next week will be more of the big boy. Not ready to do Christmas yet. I am planning on getting the big Santa Claus figure, just like my big fig right there. Except Santa Claus. So I'm planning on getting that. Planning on getting the gingerbread AT-AT, which will go good in the Winter Village and stuff like that. I might get 2 of those because that'll be fun. Yeah. And what's the other thing? Oh, the Game Boy. I think it would be fun to have 2 of the AT-AT reindeer. Though, if you think about it, I have the UCS Land Speeder. Depending on how much the AT-AT is, or how many people get one, we could have Santa Claus in the Land Speeder, holding a lightsaber, with 8 of those gingerbread AT-ATs. That would be perfect. That would be so good. Have to make that happen. And we have something like this between them, you know. So, I don't know. I think that would be fun to do. So, we'll have to see. But anyway, Big Boy is coming along. It is hard to read everything that is in the instructions because of the way it's designed, but I think overall it's coming out pretty cool. It's got nice glowy to it because the front is silver, like the real one. So, yeah, it's turning out pretty good. But yeah, to do for Winter Village or whatever, to have like 8 AT-ATs, because they're not huge. But then you would have 8 gingerbread Vaders. That would be kind of funny. So you could sell a bunch. So it is hard to read colors. So it's hard to read colors in Chinese. So, but yeah. So anyway, sorry. Hold on. I could. Hold on. I can make that work, I think. Let's see. Because I have 3386. Hold on. Let me fix the Game Boy. The back will not look the best. So if I had all the parts that the person online had, it would look way better. So, but ooh, this will work. Yeah, this will work. So I'm gonna put that through. Now it can't fall out at least. So there we go. So there's your control stick. So all right, there's our Game Boy, little tiny Game Boy. I do have thicker Technic pieces there that would keep it forward. So yeah, that works for now. Yeah, little Game Boy. Not quite 100% how the other person had done it, but pretty close. Yes, 8, and then the 9th one would have to be special because it's Rudolph. So we would have to get 9. So the question really is how many reindeer were there? While we're at it, how many reindeer were there? I'll move this over there. There we go. Baby Game Boy. Anyone know the answer? How many reindeer? Do, 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 do. Who knows the answer? Oh, it probably was a no on 8 of them. Yeah, I'm sure. But she's no fun. She doesn't know. She doesn't know. And, you know, if I can afford it, no, that's not happening. That would be insane. But if other people, if other people in the lug get them, then perfectly good. But I would get 2 because it would be kind of fun. So, but we'll see tomorrow. So, or this weekend or whenever it is. Probably this weekend. So. All right, well, if none of you know the answer, there are 10 reindeer. You've got Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donder, not Donner. It's not Jeffrey Dahmer. No, that's not right either. Donner or Blitzen, Rudolph, and then Olive in the song. Olive, the other reindeer. So, there we go. So, next week, more of the Big Boy and maybe some other stuff. We'll find out. It depends on how fast I get through doing the next big bag, which is 2 bags together. It is a lot of pieces, and again, I had to go back and fix some things and stuff because of the coloring, and now I know the color scheme better. So it's so much a dad joke. So not a bad joke, a dad joke, which are supposed to be bad. So, or groaners at least. So yeah, until next week, keep on building, and may the brick be with you. We'll see ya.